Welcome to the June Provincial Coordinators Meeting, coming to you from the K-Rock Centre in beautiful Kingston, Ontario. I'm Doug Anderson, and you're watching PCM Pre. On the night before the PCM, we launched with a town hall.
Doesn't matter who I vote for because it always gets worse.
The coal mine, if I could put it that way, was this issue of income inequality. In this country,
how can we all work together to close that gap between the rich and the poor?
Why should unions spend money on political action? Well, political action is where it's at.
We learned from others. Other unions, like the International Association of Firefighters. Fred LeBlanc is a vice president.
At the end of the day, when you look at a historic view of negotiated settlements versus arbitrated settlements, they're virtually identical. So from our perspective, arbitrations and arbitrators are doing exactly what the system is meant to do, and that's replicate bargaining.
I'm David Shepard, the Labour Relations Officer out of the West District Service Team in the London office, and I'm here with two wonderful ONA representatives. So why is it important to connect with other unions and hear from other unions?
It's so nice to hear that they still have the same challenges, occupational health and safety issues, other challenges out there, and that we can actually share those challenges so that we actually then can provide better care to the public.
Yes, and just that we all deal with the same things, we're just different sectors, and we put the public first. You can't just run away from them. We put them first, we're held to a higher standard.
We learned from law professor Michael Link about the strong correlation between unionization, equality, and a better society.
And with the real income rising for most of the rest of society, and particularly the middle class, in large part, it comes because of the rise of unions.
I'm here at the Kingston PCM with Janice McFadden, who is our local coordinator and bar unit president at the Chatham-Kent Health Alliance. Janice, what did you learn from Michael Link's presentation today?
Well, we learned today that labor rights are human rights and that we as unions need to remain strong so that we can protect everybody in the workforce.
Let's step up to the plate. Let's be adults. Let's treat each other with respect. We don't have to love each other, but we have to work together.
The president called on local coordinators to build strong partnerships with both their bargaining unit presidents and labor relations officers. East Team staff acted on that presentation. This gathering was the first time ever staff and local coordinators came together to discuss how to build those partnerships.
It's been a great experience meeting all the LCs and finding out what exactly it is that they do in their work and how it impacts the members every day.
What our table discussed was how to strengthen the bonds between the LROs and the LCs, and so some really good takeaways of how we can better serve our bargaining unit presidents.
Hi, my name's Jane Holmes. I'm a Labour Relations Officer with the Ontario Nurses Association, and I'm here today at the PCM to interview some really important people to the organization. This is Steve Broadbent, who's an LRO in Region 2, Carol Wills, LC in BUP in Region 2, and Jeanette Boise with the LRA support. So Steve, today we were working on some issues, and what makes your relationship with Carol work?
I think the thing that makes my relationship with Carol work really well is that we really have a mutual respect for one another. We try to communicate regularly and really constantly on an ongoing basis, and we try to have fun as well when we're communicating on what's very tough issues.
One of the recommendations that came out strongest was everyone agreed that when there's a handover from the old LRO to the new LRO, that the bargaining unit presidents should also be included in that handover, and that there should be sort of a mentorship period where they're almost supernumerary with the old LRO.
My work is to support LROs and to communicate the information that they gave us to the members, and we're kind of the triangle.
This kind of reaction was just what our CEO/CAO had hoped for.
I mean, I think the benefits are to the members at the end of the day, because anytime that you can get the staff in the same room as our leaders, exchanging ideas, listening to each other, talking, building on successes, identifying challenges, problem solving, those kinds of things are only positive, and they allow leaders to do better work, they allow staff to do better work, and at the end of the day, that means better service for the members.
I'm here with Elaine Reed, and Aline is a local coordinator, and I've never seen her face before. She's always been an email address to me.
Yeah, it was very nice to actually talk with Linda today. We had lunch together, we got to know each other a little bit, and so it's really nice, rather than just a voice on the phone or the name at the end of an email, it's nice to actually meet her and talk, get to know each other.
Once again, political action was high on the agenda. First, a visit from the leader of the NDP, Andrea Horvath.
I know that there are many of you who are wondering about the future of your profession and the care that you provide for people.
Then leaders broke into work groups to determine how members could participate in the next provincial election. The June PCM was a real working meeting, but there was time to escape on the high seas. On behalf of the great members from Region 2, our host for the June PCM, this is Doug Anderson for PCM Pre. This is Doug Anderson for PCM Pre saying bon voyage until we see you again in November.
Bon voyage!